WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out. Coming to you from Nationals Park, a.k.a. Expos Stadium in Metropolis, New York, WON Sports proudly presents Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Metropolis Expos and the Brooklyn Dodgers. We have a jam-packed crowd here at the Expos Stadium, and we're getting set to bring you the first pitch of Game 1 of the pennant game number 1 for the National League Championship. Right after this, Expos and Dodgers next.
Okay now, Christy, give me your smoker. Gee, Christy, glad I didn't call for that knuckleball.
Welcome back to Nationals Park in Metropolis, New York. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, Baseball Night America, playoff edition, Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Metropolis Expos. And on come the Expos, their first playoff appearance since 1981. Can you believe that, folks? And here they are taking the field in a new town and with their old uniforms. Your starting pitchers for tonight's contest: Julio Rios will be on the mound for the Dodgers, and on the mound for the Expos, Jake Arrieta. Your Brooklyn Dodgers starting lineup looks like this. It is power pack, folks. You have Corey Seager, Turner, Bellinger, Kemp, Root, Jones, Puig, Grandal, and Julio Urias. And Jake Arrieta will take the mound this season, a 15-game winner, 15-7. This is his 33rd start already for the 2018 campaign, his first of the postseason. He made 32 starts. His ERA finished at a 3.67. So the most anticipated National League Championship Series is about to get underway. Before we get the first pitch, let's take a look at the Expos defense. And it's presented by Majestic Athletics. In the outfield, you have Harper, Guerrero, and Dawson. The infield, Ozzie, Murphy, Stargell, and Brett. And catching the balls and strikes, the kid, Gary Carter. A sold-out crowd and a beautiful evening here in Metropolis as the Expos look to make their longtime fan base proud. Here come the Dodgers, and Corey Seager for Brooklyn is at the plate to lead off. Left-handed batter, and the first pitch of the N.L.C.S. is hit right up the middle for a base hit to begin the ball game. So Corey is on with a single, making his presence known here in the league championship. And now bring up Justin Turner, the second baseman. Justin hitting at .417 so far in the postseason with 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Brooklyn in their turquoise road uniforms. That is as throwback and as Cooper Townish as you can get. Popular uniforms worn by the Dodgers when they were in Brooklyn in 1944. Thanks to the video game, they're back in Brooklyn again and have those uniforms to wear on the road. Arrieta is set, the infield is in, the outfield is normal, and that is popped up in the infield. Willie Stargell was there. He makes the catch for the first out of the ball game.
First baseman number 35.
And here's Corey Bellinger, who has struggled in the postseason. He finished the season on a high note with 29 home runs, a ton of runs batted in, but has yet to leave a mark in the 2018 postseason. One out, one on. That's hit in the air to deep right center, and he makes his mark right on cue with a two-run bomb. So long, farewell. Corey rings the bell. Two-run home run, his third run batted in, and his first home run of the playoffs. And the Brooklyn Dodgers take a 2-0 lead and has quieted this Expo crowd. Well, he looked to make his mark, and that's what he does here in game number 1 of the League Championship Series. A two-run, no-doubter off the bat of Bellinger into the second deck in right center. And that was a meatball pitch, a sinker that didn't sink. Good timing on a 94-mile-an-hour sinker. He let that one rip. Here is Matt Kemp.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Matt.
Fouls it away, strike one. You talk about the comeback player of the year. What a return to the Dodgers from Matt Kemp. Now, although in the postseason he has one home run, one run batted in, an average of 195. Boy, what a signing and what a steal the Dodgers got. After two unsuccessful stints, one in San Diego and one in Atlanta, Dodgers are about to train him, but he was so good in the spring, and it seems like he just reinvented himself. What a tremendous pickup by the Dodgers as Kemp strikes out badly on 3 pitches, and there are 2 away. You just joined us. You missed the Corey Bellinger 2-run bomb, which puts the first runs of the ball game on the board, belonging to the Dodgers here in game 1 of the N.L.C.S. Quiets this Expo crowd. Here's Babe Ruth hitting at .417 with 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in. What a pickup in the midseason by the Dodgers. Had a very sluggish start, but just pounded 33 home runs before the season ended. And that's why the Dodgers have over 100 runs, won their division, and are here in the National League Championship. And he's the guy that helped fuel the fire for the Dodgers offense. He rips one to right field down the line. That's an extra base hit. Let's see if the big man can hustle. He's only going to get a single. That is a line drive smoker by the Babe. And there's 1 on and 2 outs.
Second baseman, Chipper Jones.
I'll bring up Chipper Jones. That is a compact swing by the Babe, but he is too slow. He's going to settle for a long single. Here's Chipper Jones, a former White Sox. Last year's heroes for the White Sox, if you watched this last year. Switch hitter batting left-handed, swings and misses, strike one. Chipper in the postseason. Well, I guess they're not going to get those stats right now. Guess we'll wait until later on. 1 on, 2 outs, 2 runs are in. Arrieta with the 0-1. Chipper fouls it back, just stayed alive. It's now 0-2. Remains 0-2 in this Expo crowd on his feet. Trying to get Arrieta to strike out his batter and get the 3rd out of the ball game. And instead he'll get a ground ball to Stargell. Stargell taking himself side retired. But not before Corey Bellinger rings the bell with a 2-run homer. His first homer of the postseason puts the Dodgers on top 2-0 with the Expos coming to bat. A look at the manager of the Expos with his club down 2-0 in game 1. Here's the Expos lineup. You have Smith, Murphy, Harper, Guerrero, Stargell, Dawson, Carter, Brett, and Arrieta. And on the mound, as we told you, for the Dodgers is Julio Urias. This is his 33rd start in the campaign. He's made 32 in the season. He's a 13-game winner, 13-7 with an ERA of 4.24. So the ERA is on a little bit high, but with his offense, he was able to get away with it. The Dodgers defense looks like this. You have Kemp in the outfield, Gwynn in the outfield, and you also have Puig. In the infield, you got Seager, Jones, Bellinger, and Turner. And catching the balls and strikes, Yasmani Grandal. So the top of the order, the meat of the order for the Metropolis Expos is coming to the plate, and a huge crowd on hand, giving their offensive lineup a standing ovation. Ozzie batting on the right side here, hitting at .474 with no home runs and 3 runs batted in so far. in the postseason. Julio is set. And the first pitch on the way is popped up into center field. Right there is the center fielder. That's Kemp. No, that's actually Babe Ruth. My mistake. He was actually in center field. My mistake on that. I was surprised to see him in center field. But he's there for out number one. Daniel Murphy, the batter for the Expos. Left-handed batter, second baseman for Metropolis. The one-out delivery pulled foul to the left side of the plate. Strike one. The 0-1 underway. Strike taken 0-2. Dodgers 2, Expos nothing here in game one. We're in the first inning. One out and nobody on. Pulled in the air to left field. That's going to be problems, but it's up. It is missed by Kemp in left field, and that's going to be an error. He had the ball and dropped it off his glove. That's a long error for Daniel Murphy. An error on Kemp. And Murphy's at second base. That's an E7 on Matt Kemp. Should have been out number 2. No excuse for that at all. That ball just popped out of his glove. And now the potential tying run is at the plate. That's Bryce Harper. Hitting at 294. A couple of runs batted in, but he has yet to hit a home run in the postseason. He's the potential tying run for Metropolis right now, with a man at second and one down. Julio set. One out delivery to Harper. Fouled away, strike one. The 0-1 underway. Pulled foul right side, and now he's in the hole, 0-2. 2-0 Dodgers on the Corey Bellinger 2-run homer in the first inning. But the Expos are threatening after an error. The 0-2 to Bryce is hit in the air, well to left center field. Going back is Kemp and Ruth. Ruth on a warning track, he makes the catch. Murphy will scoot into third. He may have a chance to score if they don't cut him off. They do. A running catch, a long running catch by Babe Ruth to get out number 2. And with the runner moved to third base. I told you Ruth is not a fleet of foot, but he was able to get to that ball right on the warning track and avoid a collision by Matt Kemp. But he caught the ball, and the Dodgers are now away from keeping the Expos scoreless, but they got to face the dangerous Vladimir Guerrero. Fouled away, strike one. He's a potential tying run for Metropolis. A vaunting sight for the opponent. Sold-out crowd in the sea of red. The 0-1. Strike, 0-2. The umpires, Kingsley is calling the balls and strikes. Johnson at second, Simmons at first, and Bullard at third. That's your umpire crew for tonight's game. The 0-2 to Guerrero. Strike 3 right down the pipe. Guerrero can't believe it, and Julio, disguised to Houdini, gets out of it. End of one, 2-0 Dodgers. Yasiel Puig is the batter, hitting at 300 with 1 home run and 4 runs batted in. As we kick off the top of the second inning and a 2-0 Dodger lead in game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. And a little bloop to right center field, making right field. Coming on is Guerrero with the running catch, and there's quickly one down. And here is Yasmani Grandal hitting at 182 with no home runs and 2 runs batted in. Left-handed batter for Brooklyn. The 1-out delivery, ripped to right field over the head of Murphy into right. Guerrero will play it on the grass, and Grandal is on with a line drive single with 1 down. Good piece standing by the catcher, and now the pitcher will be coming to the bat box, and that is Julio Rios. Infield is in, the outfield is normal. Julio pops it in the air, deep center field. Right there is Harper. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Julio got a lot of good wood on it, but it was just standing in the ballpark. Well, there are your brackets. Tomorrow, Metropolis Mariners will take on the New York White Sox. We'll have that game tomorrow, along with game number 2 of the N.L.C.S. But game number 1 of the A.L.C.S. is tomorrow. Corey Seager at the plate now, 1-for-1 with a single. Came in to score on a Bellinger home run. The infield is in the outfield. Normal man's at first. 2 outs. 2-0 Brooklyn. The pitch by Arrieta. On the ground to second. Daniels. Murphy will take care of it. Side retired. One hit. A man is stranded. We have played 1.5 here in Metropolis. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Expos nothing. Willie Stargell, the batter, hitting at .389 with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Will lead off here in the bottom of the first with his club down 2-0 in game number 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's the first time since 1981 that the Expos are in the postseason. And who was their opponents they faced? The Dodgers. How about that? So it's a rematch of the playoff series between the Dodgers and the Expos. And right now the Dodgers have a 2-0 lead in the early going. Stargell fouls it away. It's now 0-2. The pitch coming. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That is Julio's second strikeout of the ball game. And there's one down here in the bottom of the second. We take a look at the pitch sequence. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. So Stargell's retired, and the batter now is Andre Dawson. Dawson hitting at .278 with no home runs and 1 run batted in. Dawson has some numbers against these Dodgers. There's no question about it. Two-out delivery to Dawson, fouled away, strike 1. Julio set at the belt here. 0-1 delivery to Andre, fouled straight back, and now it's 0-2. Andre all set, ready to go. The pitch on the way. Ripped to third. Picked up. Side retired. You bet. At the end of 2. Is it 2 outs or 3 outs? It's 2 outs. My mistake on that one. There's 2 outs here. And the batter is Gary Carter. 2-0 Dodgers here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs and nobody on. And the kid fouls it away, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 is the count. And the pitch. Fouled away, 0-2 now on Carter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 Dodgers. The pitch on the way. Ripped down the right field line, but foul into the stands. Remains 0-2. On the ground to third. Picked up by the third baseman. They get the kid at first. Side retired. Nothing across. We play 2 here at Expos Park. Nationals Park here in Metropolis, New York. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Expos nothing in game 1 of the N.L.C.S. Justin Turner popped out his last time up. He'll lead off here in the top of the 3rd inning. You're watching game 1 of the National League Championship Series presented by MLB The Show 18 here on W.O.N Sports. Glad you could join us. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, bringing you the play-by-play and commentary of this baseball game cast. Arrieta back to work as Justin swings and misses. 0-1. All is quiet here in the ballpark after Bellinger's 2-run home run in the first inning. So far, that has proved to be the difference in this contest. As now Turner fouls it away, and he's behind and they count 0-2. Sold out crowd here at Nationals Park in Metropolis. hoping their hometown team, the Expos, can do something in the playoffs. Turner strikes out badly. First out of the inning.
First baseman number 35, Cody Bellinger.
The batter now is Corey Bellinger, and you hear the boos. That's because he's the man that brought in the first 2 runs of the ball game, and that's been it since then. As Bellinger swings and misses 0-1. Two-run home run into the second deck in right field, and that has been it. The 0-1. 0-2 now, and it's Arietta starting to fool the batters left and right here. He's ahead of Bellinger 0-2. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the third. 2-0 Dodgers in game 1 of the National League Championship Series. The pitch on the way. High drive, deep in the right center. He has done it again, folks. So long, farewell. Corey rings the bell for the second time. This time a solo shot. His second home run of the ball game. It's Bellinger 3, Expos nothing. In English, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Expos nothing. All 3 runs scored off the bat of Corey Bellinger. He had a 2-run homer in the first, and now a solo shot here in the third, and there was no doubt about that one for the second time. Well, we told you he did not hit a home run in the division series, struggled mightily, and I had told you folks when he was going to leave his mark. Well, perfect time to do it. He has 3 RBIs and 2 home runs to leave his mark here in this series. Matt Kemp fouls it back. Kemp struck out his last time up. That was back in the first inning. He's behind 0-1. Arietta sit at the belt here. The 0-1. 0-2 now on Kemp. 3-0 Bellinger, or shall I say 3-0 Dodgers here in the top of the third inning. The 0-2, and that's hit on the ground to second. Murphy is there, takes his time, and gets Kemp at first. 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, the batter. He hit a smash down the right field line for a single, a long single. He just has a great power, compact swing. Did he go around? He did, the umpire said. There's strike 1. Well, he looks good in that Brooklyn uniform, doesn't he? He started his career, or shall I say ended his career with the Brooklyn Dodgers, but it wasn't a good period for him if you read the history books. Up the middle, base hit in the center. He's on with his second single of the ball game. But in video game form, he's been pretty good for the Dodgers. Here he is with that line drive single right back up the middle. Look at that compact swing. Checked it off and drove it up the middle. So now here's Chipper Jones, switch hitter, batting left-handed here tonight. Pitched by Arietta to Jones is down low, 1-0. Jones 1-for-1, grounded out his last time up. That was back in the first inning. 3-0 Dodgers here in game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. We're in the top of the third. Man's at first, 2 outs, 1-0 is the count on Jones. The pitch on the way, hammered into the gap in right center field. That ball's carrying a long way. It is off the wall. Ruth will stay at third. Want to be careful. He is not a very good speedy runner. It's second and third and 2 outs, and the Dodgers have their biggest threat of the ball game here in the third inning. And now bring up Yasiel Puig. So with smooth sailing after the home run by Bellinger from the first to this inning alone, and then Bellinger rang the bell again for the second time in this ball game. And now the floodgates have appeared to be opening quickly but surely. 0-1 on Puig with 2 outs and 2 on. He flew out his last time up. That was back in the second inning. Arrieta behind in the count. He's up on the count, but behind in the scoreboard. Up the middle, base hit. Into center field. Root will score. Here comes Jones. He'll stay at third, and rightfully so. An RBI single for Yasiel Puig, and the Brooklyn Dodgers now lead 4-0. And now bring up Yasmani Grandal. So the merry-go-round goes for Brooklyn, and here's Yasmani, who had a base hit to right field last time up. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. 2 runs are in. Swing at a foul away, and there's strike 1. Now a lot of things to cheer about if you're an Expos fan right now. You waited since 1981. You're in a different town. Seems like the same results, but still plenty of series to go. It's just 1 ball game at the moment. Up the middle, another base hit. Jones will easily score. Runner moves to second. First and second, 2 outs. A run is in. It's 5-0 Dodgers. And the game's starting to slip away for Jake Arrieta and the Expos. With the way Julio's pitching, you got to try to stop the bleeding some way, somehow. Speaking of Julio, here he is. He popped out his last time up. First and second, 2 outs. 3 runs in here in this inning alone. And Julio lifts one to left field, but it's caught side retired. But 3 runs coming to score. One of them off the bat of Bellinger. His second home run of the ball game. Miller third. 5-0 Dodgers.
Leading off for Washington, third baseman, George Brett.
George Brett, the batter here to begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. And there's a drive down the right field line. That's a base hit. And it's going to be extra bases for George. Put off the wall by Puig. And George is on with a double. That's your first extra base hit delivered by the Expos. The first hit of the ball game. Mind you, Murphy's hit was an error. But there's your first hit of the ball game. And now bring up Jake Arrieta, who's no fluke. He is a very good hitting pitcher. They'll look to possibly bunt him over. And that's exactly what they'll do. And somebody forgot to know where the bases were. That's going to be an error on the 3rd baseman. He had forgotten there was a man at second, not at first. And it completely fooled him, and everybody's safe, nobody out. Runners at the corners for Ozzie Smith. That's a brain cramp right there. So trouble for the Dodgers. A chance for the Expos to get on the board. Nobody out. And runners at the corners. Pop them up in the infield. You talk about a bad at-bat on the first pitch. That's one of them. As Ozzie's retired for the first out of the 3rd. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel.
Now bring up Daniel Murphy, who reached on an error to left field off the glove of Matt Kemp. He fouls it away, strike 1. Crowd hoping to get something going. They've been very quiet since the home runs and the couple of runs scored by the Dodgers. Here's a drive deep in the right field. Put 3 on the board. So long, farewell. Upper take job for Daniel Murphy. And it's a 2-run game. 5-3 Dodgers lead. No doubt about that one. Daniel Murphy with a 3-run clutch job. And it's a ball game, folks, here in game 1 of the N.L.C.S. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Expos 3. And this crowd is alive and well. And now the batter is Bryce Harper. This crowd still on his feet after that 3-run home run. Long drive, but foul. On 1 is the count on Bryce Harper. 5-3, Dodgers lead. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Julio set at the bell here. The 0-2 to Harper. Strike three right down the pipe, and he knew it. Well, he wished he could get those last two pitches back. Those were upper deck type of pitches, but he missed them both. And the batter now is Guerrero. 3-run home run has put the Expos within reach. They're down now 5-3 in game one of the N.L.C.S. The pitch on the way to Guerrero, ripped but fouled on the left side of the plate. The 0-1. Another foul ball. Now it's 0-2 on Vladimir. This Expo crowd on his feet after the home run, looking for some more. The 0-2 underway. Another foul ball. The 0-2 underway. Another foul ball. Boy, he's really battling here. And Julio now at 32 pitches. Again, the 0-2. Another foul ball. Again, the 0-2 on the way. Another foul ball. My goodness, what a battle between Julio and Vladimir. Still going with that fastball near the corners, it looks like. Again, the 0-2. High fly ball in the left field. Matt Kemp going back. On the warning track, he's there, side retire, but Daniel Murphy puts the life inside this ballpark with a 3-run bomb. End of 3 in game one of the NLCS. Dodgers 5, Expos 3. It's a ball game, folks. Well, Corey Seager will lead off here in the top of the 4th inning. What a ball game so far. Dodgers 5, Expos 3. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, with the play-by-play and commentary. It's game one of the National League Championship Series, powered by MLB The Show 18 on W.O.N. Sports. There's a line drive, but foul. Strike one. Arrieta set here. The 0-1. Another foul ball, 0-2. Oh-2 delivery. A chopper foul, and now it's 0-2. It remains 0-2. The count does not change. The 0-2 underway. Put on the ground, base hit into left field. Well, Corey is on with a hit. Pretty good, decent hit too, folks. Justin Turner, the batter, with a man at first, and nobody out. High fly ball deep in the right field. Back is Harper looking up at the wall. She is gone. So long, farewell. And 2 more on the board for the Dodgers. Justin Turner with a 2-run home run the opposite way. And the Dodgers get those 2 runs back. They now lead 7-3. Wow. Well, whatever energy was here in this ballpark has absolutely deflated quickly. Man, oh man. Here's Corey Bellinger, who has hit 2 home runs in this ball game tonight. He chops one to first. Sargent is there, and there's your first out of the inning. To the relief of Expo fans. Matt Kemp, the batter. He has struggled mightily in this game so far. And his struggles continue. Ground ball to second. Murphy's got it. 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Dave Root.
Babe Ruth takes it inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Strike taken, 0-1, and 1 is the count. Root hits one into the gap in left field. That's going to be extra bases, you would hope. Root does not run well, but he's easily going to have himself a double. A 2-out double for Babe Ruth. How about that?
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Chipper Jones.
So Chipper Jones is now the batter. And how long will Jake stay in this game? That's the question, and he may not stay long if he doesn't get this out. Gio Gonzalez is on the bullpen mound. As Chipper's at the plate with a man at second, swings and misses. That sounded like a foul tip, and it went into the glove of Carter. Chipper, 1 for 2 with a double and a run. Man's at second, 2 outs, a couple of runs in on the Justin Turner home run. Here's a line drive into left center. That'll score another run. Ruth will easily score. Chipper on his way to second. He's got himself an RBI double. And the floodgates have opened here in Metropolis, folks, as the Dodgers 8 and the Expos 3. What was a 2-run deficit for the Expos has become a little bit more. And that could be it for Jake Arrieta, and it is. Gio Gonzalez will get his first postseason start in the 2018 campaign. His job is to stop the bleeding. And the batter is Yasiel Puig with a couple of runs in. A man is at second. And 2 outs here in this ball game here in the 4th inning. Puig tattoos one, but right to Stargell's side retires. The Dodgers get a couple of more runs. 2 off the batter, Justin Turner. Middle of the 4th in game 1 of the NLCS. Dodgers 8, Expos 3. Well, Willie Stargell's the batter.
The 4th inning, first baseman, Willie Stargell.
And if you're an Expos fan, you're hoping they could bring some life to the crowd again. Five-run deficit for the Expos. The pitch on the way, fouled away, strike 1. Well, Julio's made one mistake in his ball game, and that was off the bat of Daniel Murphy. He no doubter shot. Another foul ball, 0-2. He's just giving these guys fastballs, and the Expos just keep missing them. Fly ball, well hit in the left field. Going back is Kemp, and Ruth going back. It is gone. So long, farewell. The Expos get 1 run back. A solo shot off the bat of Willie Stargell. Willie reaches for the stars, and it's an 8-4 Dodger lead. Four-run game. Dodgers still lead. Well, that's the second mistake that Julio has made in this contest. And here's Andre Dawson. Nobody out. A run is in for the Expos. There's the strike, 0-1. This is the dismay of Andre. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his last time up. That was back in the second inning. We're only in the 4th inning. The 0-1. Fouled away, strike 1, and I know Andre would like to have gotten that one back. The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3, and he knew it. Don't know what Andre was looking at, but whatever he was looking for, he didn't get it. There's your first out of the inning. And now we have Gary Carter. Right down the pipe. Going with that four-seam fastball again, it looks like. He's been doing that all night. There's a drive. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Carter will look to go to second. Please got a heck of an arm. The throw is offline. It's a double for Gary Carter. And the man is now at second base with 2 outs. And George Brett will be the batter. First pitch on the way. Strike taken 0-1. Boy, I tell you, Julio has thrown a ton of four-seam fastballs. 2 of them have gone out the park. but a majority of them have done the damage. The 0-1. Popped him up in the infield. Coming on his route, we told you he can't run very well. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Not a good at-bat by Brett there. And now it's Gio Gonzalez, the pitcher, getting the hitting duties now. He lays one on the ground, base hit, past the shortstop. They're going to try to score a run. The throw by Kemp is not in time, and the Expos get another run. It's 8-5.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
So Ozzie Smith, who has had a rough go of it in the postseason, is coming to the plate right now to try to extend this inning. 2-out delivery to Ozzie, ripped in the air, deep to left field. Kemp is going to watch it go. So long for a 2-run homer by the Wizards. And the Dodgers lead is now down to 1. Of all people, Ozzie Smith hits a 2-run homer. And this crowd at Nationals Park has absolutely lost it. The unlikeliest of heroes comes through again. And what could be the turning point, a 2-run, no doubt home run. It's 8-7. And now the potential tying run is coming to the plate, and that's Daniel Murphy, who's already hit 1 home run in this contest tonight. There's a line drive into the gap in right center, coming on his route. He can't get it. It's off the wall, and Murphy will scoot his way to second base. And just like that, the potential tying run is coming to the plate for the, it's now actually at second, and the go-ahead run is now coming to the plate, and that's Bryce Harper. This crowd is quiet now. They want to seize the moment here in the early goings. Have seen their offense come back time and time again, but it could be the biggest moment here. Man's at second, 2 outs, and a man is at the plate. That's Harper who takes a strike. I'll tell you, if he hits one out, this place is going to explode. The 0-1 underway. Hit on the ground to second. As the Brooklyn Dodgers lead has shrunk to 1. Here in the 5th inning of Game 1 of the N.L.C.S. A classic indeed between the Dodgers and the Expos. High fly ball to right field. Coming on is Guerrero. Makes the catch, 1 down. Well, the Expos, we told you throughout the season, keep fighting and fighting. This gentleman is facing the loss, but if the Expos tie it, he gets a no decision. But it was a rough go for Jake Arrieta today. Here's Julio Urias, the pitcher, who has pitched well until the last few innings. And the last inning had to be more disturbing for him than not. Ozzie Smith with a home run, and is now an 8-7 ball game. Julio swings and misses 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground, but foul. Ripped. But to the wrong side. It's 0-2 on Julio. The pitch. Got him swinging. Gio gets his man and collects the second out of the 5th inning. And now the top of the Dodger order is coming up. We have a doubleheader tomorrow here on W.O.N. Channel 9. We got Game 1 of the ALCS between the New York White Sox and the Metropolis Mariners. And then it's Game 2 of the N.L.C.S. between the Metropolis Expos and the Brooklyn Dodgers. We got baseball for you here on W.O.N. Channel 9 YouTube tomorrow afternoon and evening. Corey Seager, the batter, and he rips one into center field. Coming on is the center fielder. That is Harper. He makes the catch. Side retire. We're halfway through game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Expos 7. We're now going to pause for station identification.
that Lotto paid out more than $65 million with annuity to Lotto winners last year?
That's a lot of money. Hey, I got my ticket.
Do you know that every week there's a new game for $1 with 2 chances to win? Like Lou Eisenberg, who won $5 million.
I'm in it. Look, I've got my ticket. Me too. Lotto is for me.
This Saturday, somebody could become Lotto's next millionaire. Will it be you?
I sure hope so. I get my ticket every week. I've got your number, Lotto.
That's right. You gotta be in it to win it.
You gotta be in it to win it.
Hello. This is Universal City Studios, where we're filming Dragnet. I'd like to take just a minute to talk to those of you who will soon be 65 about signing up for your Medicare benefits under Social Security. Now, it's very important that you go into your Social Security office 2 or 3 months before your 65th birthday, regardless of whether you plan to retire or whether you want to continue working for a while. If you wait until you're already 65 to apply for Medicare, you will have lost some of the protection provided by this health insurance. The time to sign up is before you're 65, not after. Now, if you have a question about Medicare or about any of the other Social Security benefits, write, phone, or visit the Social Security office in your community. The people there will be glad to help you.
Leading off for Washington.
Well, Vladimir Guerrero, the potential tying run, will lead off the bottom of the 5th of game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. The Expos are down 8-7 here in this contest. First pitch by Julio, rip but foul, strike 1. The 0-1. Hit in the air, high to right field, coming on his feet, going back. On the warning track, he'll make the catch for out number 1.
First baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
Oh, here's Willie Stargell. One out, nobody on, 8-7 Dodgers lead. The pitch on the way, ripped to third, picked up by the third baseman, and he gets his man quickly, 2 down. That's Willie's out.
Left fielder, Andre.
And Andre Doss will be the batter. Julio with 53 pitches on the way. High fly ball, deep center field. Back is Kemp on the warning track at the wall. He makes the catch right on the wall. Side retired. Close but no cigar. That was Ruth with the catch. End of 5. Dodgers 8. Expos 7. Justin Turner, who's playing third base here today,
Third baseman,
is at the plate at the moment with his team up by 1 as we start the top of the 6th inning of game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. Gio back to work for the Expos. High drive in the deep left center. Back is Harper. Still going back. He can't get to it. It is off the wall. And Justin will easily scoot into second with a leadoff double to begin the top of the 6th inning for the Dodgers.
first baseman, number 35, Toby Douglas.
Well, Bellinger has had himself quite a night. This was his 2nd home run of the night. He has driven in 3 RBIs. The first one was a 2-run homer in the first, and then a solo home run in the 3rd. He grounded out his last time up, but here he is at the plate with a man at second and nobody out against Gio Gonzalez here in the top of the 6th inning. 8-7 Dodgers lead is the score. He takes the strike. A questionable strike to the look of Corey. He was not happy with that call. The 0-1. Bellinger creams one deep in the left center field. Back is Harper, going back toward the wall. He makes the catch. Bellinger just missed his 2nd 2-run home run and his 3rd home run of the night by a foot. And now here's Matt Kemp. One out, one on, 1-run game. Hit on the ground at second. Murphy's got it. 2 out. Runner moves now to third.
And on field number 3.
Now bring up Babe Ruth. Ruth 3 for 3 with a couple of singles and a double. Man 90 feet away. Dodgers looking for some insurance runs. They're in the leg going. The 2-out delivery is a strike apparently, 0-1. The 0-1. High fly ball, well hit to left field. Guerrero going back. He's right there. Mega Dawson with the catch, and the side is retired. Middle of the 6th. Dodgers 8. Expos 7. Well, Gary Carter, the batter, 1 for 2 with a double and a run.
Captain, Gary Carter.
The kid, the potential tying run right now to begin the bottom of the 6th. 8-7 Dodgers lead. Julio with the first pitch is inside, 1-0. Julio not happy with that. Neither is Dave Roberts. The 1-0. A little chopper to the second baseman. They get their man. One down.
Third baseman, number 5, George.
Grabbing up George Brett. 1 for 2 with a double and a run. He steps in as a potential tying run. The pitcher's spot is coming up very, very fast. 1-out delivery on the way. Strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Julio set again. The 0-1. Fly ball into right center. Coming on is Babe. He's got it. 2 outs.
Your attention, please.
And with Gio coming up, he's out the game, that means. And look who's coming, the franchise. Ryan Zimmerman. With a pitch hitting situation, he's a potential tying run for the Expos. 8-7. Dodgers lead here in the bottom of the 6th of Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. The Z-Man at the plate as Julio delivers. Fouled away, strike 1. First postseason at bat for Zimmerman. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-1 is the count, and an 8-7 Dodger lead. The 0-1. Hit on the ground. Rusty shortstop into left field. And Zimmerman going for second on a poor throw by the outfielder. He missed the call-off man badly. And Ozzie Smith, the man who hit a 2-run bomb his last time up, has a chance to put his club on top or tie it. He's still batting on the right side. Crowd on his feet at the moment. 8-7 Dodgers, 2 outs, 1 on. Out the middle, base hit to center. Here comes Zimmerman. Here comes the throw by Root. It is not in time. This game is tied at 8. What a comeback by the Metropolis Expos. And it's Ozzie Smith who does the damage. And now bring up Daniel Murphy with this crowd on his feet. And a go-ahead run at first base with 2 outs. Takes a strike. So for the first time tonight, this game is even. Listen to this crowd. 0-1 is the count. The pitch. Strike, 0-2 with Bryce Harper lurking on deck. The 0-2 to Murphy. Swung on and fouled away. Again, the 0-2. Strike 3. Side retired, but the Expos tied the game thanks to the Wizard. End of 6, 8-8 all. Chipper Jones leads off the 7th inning as Sean Kelly comes out of the bullpen for the Expos in an 8-8 ball game as Chipper swings and misses from the next orbit. 0-1. Kelly set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. What a ball game to kick off the N.L.C.S. Nothing and 2 is the count. Chipper switch hitter batting left-handed here in an 0-2 situation. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Nasty pitch by Sean to get like the first out of the 7th inning. Here it is again on the pitch sequence. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He was way out in front on the last one. One out pitch to Yasiel Puig. He was going for the ups on that one. Foolish on that. 0-1. Puig so far this season 2 for 5. So he hits well against Sean. Game is tied at 8 here in Game 1 of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Expos. Best of 7 series. Ripped down the right field line. That's going to be possibly extra bases, and it could be. Guerrero with a heck of an arm will throw to second, and Puig beats it out. Speed against speed. One with the feet and one with the arm. The one with the feet beat out the one with the arm. Here's Grandal. Couple of singles here today. Are they going to walk him? Yes, they are. How about that? So intentional walk will be issued.
Now batting, pitcher.
It's going to come out the game because there is action in the Dodger bullpen, and Steve Garvey, Dodger legend, will be coming on for a pitch hitting role. And we barely have seen him play, but he's getting a chance here. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. First is second, one down. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
In the postseason, 222, no home runs, a 1-run batted in. Or the Dodgers get a big hit off of Garvey's bat. It is going to light up that dugout. Tie game, 8-8. The pitch. Did he go? No, but it hit the strike zone, 0-2. It'll be an 0-2 to Garvey. The pitch by Kelly. A little chopper right back to the mound. There's 1 and 2. Side retired. And the Expos get out of it. How about that? It's time to stretch with the game tied at 8. Ross Stripling will come in to pitch for Brooklyn. As Julio has come out the game with a no decision. Jake Arrieta will also have a no decision. So it's the battle of the bullpens and the battle of the offense. And Bryce Harper, 1 for 3, will lead off.
Leading off for the Nationals.
He's a potential go-ahead run for Metropolis. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch on the way is inside, 1-0. The 1-0 underway. Hammer but foul, and I know Bryce would like to get that one. Oh, he was aiming for the upper deck. The 1-1. Fouled away, 1 and 2. 1-2 delivery. Another foul ball. Again, the 1-2. Hammered foul. The battle between Stripling and Harper. Again, the 1-2, swung on and popped up into center. Babe Ruth is there. Makes the catch for the first out of the 8th. Or shall I say the 7th? We're not even in the 8th. We're tied at 8 though. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. The pitch on the way. Fouled away, strike 1. We're tied at 8 here in the bottom of the 7th of game number 1. of the National League Championship Series here in Metropolis Park in Metropolis, New York. Make it Nationals Park. What a ball game to begin the pennant championship series. There's another strike going 2. The 0-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Nasty fastball right by Vladimir, and there's your second out of the inning.
Willie Stargell.
And here comes Willie Stargell. Boy, he just blew it past Guerrero. Here's Willie. With 2 outs and nobody on, takes a strike. Getting that 4-seamer, confusing the Expos. Stargell had a home run earlier here today. I believe he's 1 for 3. The 0-1. Swung on and missed again. He was aiming for the upper deck. He's now behind 0-2. With the dangerous Andre Dawson lurking on deck, as you saw on your screen. The 0-2. Struck him out. How about an impressive inning for Ross Stripling? He comes in and strikes out the big batters big time. We go to the 8th. To the 8th inning in the top of the order for Brooklyn coming up. Corey Seager against Sean Kelly. The battle of the bullpens continue here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Tie game at 8 here in the 8th. Strike going 1. The 0-1. Ripped down the left side, but into the stands. Foul ball. 0-2 on Seager. The 0-2 delivery. Into the air to right center. Coming on is Hopper. He makes the catch for out number 1. Justin Turner, the batter. Hit a 2-run homer the opposite way earlier today. Swings and misses, strike 1, with Corey Bellinger lurking on deck. Justin 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer and a double. Dodgers 8, Expos 8 in the best of 7 National League Championship Series. This is Game 1 of this series and already a classic. The 0-1. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch on the way. Hey, struck him out, swinging. Another nasty pitch delivered by Sean Kelly. 2 outs here in the 8th. And it's counter punch and counter punch out of the bullpen for these 2 clubs. And now here's Corey Bellinger. What a night for the big young man. Has made his mark twice with a solo home run and a 2-run shot. A total of 3 RBIs, 2 runs, and 2 hits. He left his mark twice here, folks. Right on cue. The 0-1. Up the middle, into Murphy's glove. He'll throw and get his man side retired. We march on to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 8 here in Game 1 of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Expos. Andre Dawson, the batter. He's 0 for 3 tonight. This crowd on his feet standing. And Ross Stripling on the mound for Brooklyn. Throws a strike, 0-1. This crowd is anxious and they're in it. A lot of them standing up here, hoping for something magical to happen. Foul away 0-2 on Andre. The 0-2 delivery. Foul away, we'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 right down the pipe. Another K in a row delivered by Ross, and there's one down to begin the 8th inning. Boy, Ross came to play, and he has played in a big way. Expos dugout looks befuddled. Here's Gary Carter, 1 for 3 with a double and a run. Strike, taking on one. He's throwing those sliders, and they're connecting. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 delivery. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Ross there, the kid 0-2. The pitch on the way. Another foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. He struck him out. Another big batter goes down swinging for Stripling. 2 down here in the 8th. What an impressive last couple of innings delivered by Ross. That's impressive stuff. He could possibly be the turning point of this game if the Dodgers take the lead or etc. The batter now is George Brett. Fly ball in the left. That's curtailing. And Kemp's missed the ball. He missed the ball. He can't find it. He curtails it. And Brett goes to second. A huge error for Matt. His second of the game. Unbelievable. At the worst opportune time, he misplays the ball.
Your attention, please.
And we have a pitch hitter, Rod Carew, with a chance to bring in the go-ahead run for the Expos. The go-ahead run is at second base. Rod hits it to the first baseman. The throw to first is in time, and the Dodgers escape. We march on to the 9th of Game 1 of the N.L.C.S. tied at 8. We go to the 9th inning. We have a pitcher on the mound, Coda Glover, will come in for the Expos. Top of the 9th of a playoff game, a classic Game 1 of the N.L.C.S. between the Dodgers and the Expos. A lot of people predicted this series would occur. It has, and what a way to kick it off with an ultimate classic between these great National League teams. Matt Kemp leads off with a bullet line drive to center, and Harper is there for out number 1.
Now back, center fielder, Hayes Root.
Well, Kemp hit that ball on the button, but to no avail. Now the batter now is Babe Ruth. Joaquin Benoit is in the bullpen for the Expos just in case. The pitch to Babe is down low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. On the ground to short. Picked up by the Wizard. The first. They got the bag. No, they didn't. Pulled him off the bag. The ball was thrown off the bag. And E6. Chris Smith.
Chipper Jones.
And the go-ahead run is at first base for the Dodgers. And Chipper Jones will be the batter. Wow. They will not pitch it for Jones. He's coming in to hit. He has struggled tonight with one swing and changed the luck. Ground ball to third. That's going to be two. Nicely turned by the Expos infield. For a double play. Side retired. The Expos with one swing can win it. Middle of the 9th. We're tied at 8. Well, Ozzie Smith, 2 for 4, has been the hero tonight. A 2-run home run to cut the lead to 1, and then a game-tying single to tie the game at 8. That's where we've been. We're in the bottom of the 9th, and here he is batting on the left side. And he leads off with a ground ball at first. Bellinger beats out the Wizard for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Well, here's Daniel Murphy, 2 for 4 with a 3-run home run and a double here tonight. First pitch on the way. Another chopper. Bellinger can't get the ball. The throw is no throw. Quality play by Bellinger and Stripling. They're going to call that a base hit. But now you have one of the most dangerous batters coming up with a chance to win it. Bryce Harper. With a chance to give the Expos their first playoff win since 1981. He's at the plate with the winning run at first. In a tie game and nobody out. Strike on one. The Raleigh Towels are out here in Nationals Park. Russ Stripling, who has been dynamite all night, in a jam right now. The 0-1. There's a high fly ball deep in the left field. Back is the outfielder. Going back. It's gone. It's gone. And for the first time since 1981, the Expos have won a playoff game in one of the most dramatic finishes you've ever seen. Bryce Harper, the biggest hit of his career, comes through here in game number 1 of the N.L.C.S. Kemp tried to get to that ball. He was close, but no cigar. A heartbreaking loss for the Dodgers. An unbelievable come-from-behind win for the Expos. This one for the ages, folks. Holy cow! This crowd has lost it, and so has the club. Unbelievable comeback, and these two will do it again tomorrow. Your player of the game is Daniel Murphy. What a night for him. And that ground ball he hit changed the complexion of this game big time, as Russ Stripling, who pitched his heart out tonight, just could not get an out in the ninth. Daniel Murphy with the big 3-run home run early in the game, and just now, a huge ground ball infield hit is tonight's top baseball bubblegum card player of the game. We have doubleheader action with ALS, the N.L.C.S. game number 1 between the Sox and the Mariners, and there's game 2 between the Dodgers and the Expos. I don't know what we're going to expect from tomorrow night's game. It's going to be a good one. Final score, the Expos walk it off with a 2-run homer off the bat of Harper, 10-8 in 9. So long from Metropolis.